All right, folks, I'm going to do at some point like a top 10 list of the most frequent questions that I get asked rather. Um, one of which just came in from a beautiful woman who runs her own business. And she is wondering, how do you go about creating awareness when you got limited funds to work with? Um, that is undoubtedly number two next to why do I give so much crap away. But that's a common problem. Most folks don't have big budgets even after having been in business for years and years and years. um, I always encourage everyone to maximize their online presence, whether that be search engine optimization on your website. First of all, step one, having a website that's informative, that speaks to your audience, that you would like to become prospects. But more importantly, you want to connect with them. You don't just want to, here's my website, these are the services I provide, this is the price I charge, blah, 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 blah. That's been a common trend in certain industries, and with the dawn of the internet years ago, that's what a lot of the sites were like. That's no longer working. Another thing you want to do on your website, you want to have badges for the social media tools. For those that aren't embracing social media with fervor, I caution you, as I was cautioned 4 or 5 years ago in corporate, uh, 5+ years ago in corporate, by a social media guru, that you'll get left behind if you do not embrace it. And I mean, that's before any of us decided we were going to be Facebookers. I mean, Facebook was only open to college students then. Um, and Twitter didn't have its placement the way it did now. You'll notice even the big corporations who have been slow to embrace social media have done so as of late. So integrate whatever web presence you have with social media tools. And there are management tools that will make it easier for you. A lot of people think, oh my goodness, Twitter accounts and personal accounts and business accounts and Facebook fan pages and Facebook personal pages. How on earth do I manage this all? I have a business to run. Well, go out there and get yourself a third-party application, most of which are free. Some of the best ones are free. TweetDeck is one. For those that have limited time, Hootsuite might be better, because Hootsuite will allow you to schedule tweets in advance, which I caution the use of. If you're going to do unmanned tweeting activity, realize that there's a big part of the social media world that does not appreciate that because they feel like it's not facilitating connectedness. But you can keep in touch. You can interlink all the social media tools that you use: LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, to all interact with one another and have one post go to all of those places. And the benefit to that is, okay, you only have to post in one place. So choose the application you like the most. Make sure that it sends it out everywhere else. If you're in a service-oriented business, and the woman who posed this question is, I would also encourage you to photograph or video document the projects that you've done. She is a beautifully talented interior designer. So before and afters, make that known. The before experience, the after experience creates an emotional response. And really, that's all marketing is about. Marketing is about tapping into the emotional piece and not really even convincing somebody that they need or want your service. A lot of people think that, ask a salesperson, go to a sales seminar, they're going to tell you, yeah, you got to convince them they need this. Yeah, that's a crappy approach. Entice and engage people to seek more interest about what you're doing, what you're capable of, and have the ability to show them what you've done. And that will end up generating conversions, people who are interested to people who are now paying you for your service. The other piece would be, of course, word of mouth. Make sure everybody knows what you're doing, everybody in your circle. A lot of people will have incentivized programs for clients, referral programs where, if they refer a friend, they get a discount off of, future service, or, think about how that might work in your business, and run the data on the cost effectiveness of doing something like that. It's simply just not an advantageous choice for some businesses, but it may be for you. So that's something to consider. So to recap, make sure your web presence is strong. Make sure that you're using social media. If you're hesitant to embrace it, if it seems like a pain in the butt, if people on Facebook are throwing pillows at you, Figure out how to work around that so you can still use it to your advantage, but don't make it don't make social media your sales pitch. It's not the place to give your elevator pitch every now, repeatedly. Engage, listen to your market, use Twitter to search about people who might be looking. You sit on Twitter and say, oh my, type in, this room is ugly. You'll come back with thousands of people complaining about how their living room looks like crap and they need it redesigned. Reach out to those people, but do it tactfully. Get your web presence integrated with social media, word of mouth advertising, make sure everybody knows what you're doing, and then look at whether or not incentivizing or how you can create an incentive program ethically within your business and in a cost efficient way. And if you are able to, selflessly or shamelessly rather self-promote, when opportunities present themselves to do that, when networking events that are viable, not just, here's my card, this is what I do, engage them, listen to their problems, interact and have an answer for their challenge, respective to your industry. That's going to get you a whole lot farther. I'm at 6 minutes and this is going to take a horrible amount of time to upload, so I'm going to let it go from there. If you've got any follow-up questions based on that, let me know, and I hope that was a helpful start. But viral and internet-based marketing is always going to be less expensive than print or paid ad or directory listing. Anything you've got to pay for, and there's stuff you're going to have to pay for, but make sure that it's well worth the while. And if somebody's asking you to give them money, make sure they can show you where the ROI is. Where's my return on investment going to be? And that's it for now. If you got more, let me know.